The air in the Amazon is thick, so thick you can almost drink it. We were poling our dugout canoe through the black water, a tributary so remote it didn't have a name on any map we could find. The water, stained the color of dark tea by decaying leaves, was unnervingly still. Every ripple felt like a secret being whispered just below the surface. Our mission was simple but far from easy: to find and document one of the world's most legendary creatures, the green anaconda. For days we had seen nothing but caimans, capybaras, a kaleidoscope of birds. But today felt different. There was a tension in the air, a silent hum of anticipation. Suddenly my guide, a local man named Mateo whose family had lived in this forest for generations, raised a hand. I squinted, trying to see what he saw. But then, a pattern emerged from the chaos. It was a subtle, circular blotch of black and olive green, almost perfectly camouflaged. My heart started to pound a heavy rhythmic beat against my ribs. Was this it? Could this be the colossal serpent we had traveled thousands of miles to find? A massive, thick coil of pure muscle, partially submerged in the murky water. This was a titan, a true giant of the Amazon, resting in the shallows, waiting, watching, commanding the respect of the entire river. My mind raced with a mix of pure, unadulterated excitement and a healthy dose of primal fear. This is what it's all about. This is why we come to these wild places, to come face to face with an animal that feels like it's been pulled from the pages of mythology. It was a silent, powerful monarch in its watery kingdom. We had found our shadow in the shallows, and our 10 minutes with one of the Amazon's most terrifying and magnificent snakes had just begun. To truly understand the anaconda, you first have to understand its home. The Amazon rainforest isn't just a collection of trees, it's a living, breathing entity. It's a world that assaults your senses from the moment you step into it. The air is never silent, it's a constant symphony of buzzing insects, chirping frogs, and the guttural calls of howler monkeys echoing through the canopy high above. Look around, and you'll see life in every shade of green imaginable, punctuated by explosions of color. This creates a world of mystery, where you're never quite sure what lurks just beyond your line of sight. The smell of the rainforest is just as powerful as its sights and sounds. After a rain shower, the scent intensifies, becoming a potent perfume of life, death, and renewal all at once. You feel small here, humbled by the sheer scale and power of nature. The rivers, the lifeblood of the forest, are immense and powerful, carving their way through the land with unstoppable force. And it is in this incredible, overwhelming, and vibrant world that the anaconda reigns as one of the top predators. The green anaconda, or Eunectes murinus, is a creature of legend for a reason. It is without a doubt one of the largest snakes on the planet. It is the most massive snake in the world by weight. Imagine a serpent that can weigh over 550 pounds. That's heavier than a grown male jaguar. Anacondas are incredibly thick and muscular, built like a battering ram wrapped in scales. Adult females can commonly reach lengths of over 20 feet, 30 feet, 40 feet, 50 feet. But these are largely unverified. Their head is massive, but it appears small in comparison to their incredibly thick neck and body. Eyes, nostrils, positioned on the top of the head, perfect for a life in the water. The appearance of an anaconda is perfectly suited for its environment. This natural cloaking makes them the ultimate ambush predator. Living up to their nickname, water boa, anacondas are semi-aquatic, graceful and agile in water, slow and cumbersome on land. The water is their kingdom, the apex predator of the Amazon's waterways. The anaconda's body is a marvel of evolutionary engineering, perfectly designed for a life of ambush and power. Unlike venomous snakes that rely on a toxic bite, anacondas are constrictors. They belong to the boa family, and their primary weapon is their incredible muscular strength. When an anaconda strikes, it does so with explosive speed, latching onto its prey with a mouth full of backward curving teeth. When an anaconda squeezes, it applies so much pressure that it cuts off the flow of blood to the animal's vital organs, including the brain. It essentially induces a massive, system-wide stroke and cardiac arrest. An anaconda's jaw is not fused at the chin like ours. Instead, it's connected by highly flexible ligaments that allow the lower jaw to separate and stretch wide. It will slowly walk its jaws over the prey, one side moving forward and then the other, pulling the meal down its throat. This process can take hours, depending on the size of the meal, and is a vulnerable time for the snake. A large meal, like a capybara or a caiman, can sustain an anaconda for weeks or even months. Their powerful stomach acids can dissolve everything, bones, fur, hooves, and all. Hunting for an anaconda is a game of patience. They are the ultimate sit-and-wait predators. An anaconda doesn't actively stalk its prey over long distances. Instead, it finds a promising spot along a riverbank, in a swamp, at a watering hole where animals frequently visit. It can remain perfectly still for hours or even days. It waits for an unsuspecting animal to come down to the water's edge for a drink. This is the anaconda's kill zone. The strike is a blur of motion and raw power. In a fraction of a second, the snake seizes the head or neck, drags the prey into the water, and begins constriction. This hunting method is incredibly energy efficient. Its life is a balance of energy expenditure and intake, a strategy honed over millions of years, perfect for its aquatic world. Finding a giant anaconda in the vast labyrinthine waterways of the Amazon is like finding a needle in a haystack the size of a continent. It takes a unique combination of scientific knowledge, local expertise, and a whole lot of luck. Teams will travel for days in canoes, scanning riverbanks, checking submerged logs, looking for tracks in the mud, a wide, heavy groove. Studying these giants up close requires capturing them, a dangerous, difficult task. With the snake restrained, the science begins. Measure length, girth, weight, collect samples, implant a microchip. This hands-on research demystifies these legendary creatures. The anaconda's immense size and power have made it the subject of myths and legends for centuries. In many indigenous Amazonian cultures, the anaconda is a powerful, almost divine being, a creator spirit, a mother of the water that carved out the rivers, controls the rain. Of course, with such a fearsome creature there are also darker tales, giant, man-eating snakes, the Sucuriju gigante, tales passed down through generations. While these tales are almost certainly exaggerations, they speak to the primal fear and awe that these animals inspire. I've had my own close encounters. They get your heart racing every time. Her tongue flicked in and out, tasting the air, gathering information about us. She wasn't aggressive, she was curious. In that moment, looking into her ancient reptilian eyes, I didn't feel fear. I felt a profound sense of connection and respect for this incredible survivor from a prehistoric world. The anaconda is more than just a giant snake. It's a keystone species. As an apex predator, it sits at the very top of the food chain in its aquatic habitat. Its presence influences the behavior and populations of a wide range of other species. By preying on a variety of animals, anacondas help to maintain a healthy balance, keeping prey populations strong and healthy. The remains of their large meals often provide food for other scavengers, redistributing nutrients back into the ecosystem. In the rainforest, nothing goes to waste. The presence of a healthy anaconda population is a clear indicator of a healthy, functioning ecosystem. The future of the mighty anaconda is inextricably linked to the future of its home, the Amazon rainforest. They face a growing number of threats, nearly all of them caused by human activity. The single greatest threat is habitat loss. Pollution is another silent killer. The anaconda, at the very top of this food chain, accumulates these toxins in its body at dangerously high levels. Education is key to changing these perceptions, teaching local communities about the vital ecological role these snakes play. Protecting the anaconda means protecting the entire Amazon. Support conservation efforts, combat illegal deforestation, promote sustainable practices, reduce pollution, and support scientific research. We must be the guardians of the green, for the sake of the serpent and for ourselves.